Has this ever happened to you? You stop off at the supermarket to pick up just a couple odds and ends. You zip right through the store. You get to the cash register and you discover that your wagon is completely full and your wallet is completely empty. And you wonder what happened. Well, you were outsmarted by your supermarket. Supermarkets have marketing experts, and they are hired to manipulate your buying habits. And they have studied very carefully how you shop. Now, what they've learned is this. First, 50% of all supermarket purchases are made on impulse. And second, the longer you stay in the store, the more money you're going to spend. So to take advantage of those two items, the supermarkets try to bring you and your wagon to a complete halt as often as is humanly possible. Now, most stops are not planned. So let's say you come to the store just to buy some hamburger, but then you suddenly see something and you are seized by an impulse. You think, I must have this, and you reach for it. Now, this is no accident. The stores have made very sure that you see the very items that they want you to buy, and very often they're going to be high-profit items. They do this by carefully placing them in the zone that is most likely to catch your eye. That would be from right about here, eye level, down to about here, just like this. As you walk along, this is where your eye naturally falls, so that products in this zone are supposed to stop more shoppers, and they do, no matter what they came in to buy. So, when researchers took a row of corn and moved them from this shelf right here, which is inside the zone, down here to lower Siberia, corn sales dropped 57%. So height is very important. So is length. You are walking past hundreds of products at around 2 miles an hour. So if you pass by one skinny row of Comet, it may not register. But if there are 10 cans of Comet stretched out along the shelf, then the brain receives the repeating message, Comet, 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 and you think, oh yeah, Comet. The repeating message penetrates your brain and you stop. Now, in some cases, doubling the number of products on the shelf increased sales 40%. In general, the longer it takes you to pass by a product, the greater the chance you will see it, and then you stop. Now, the same rule applies to stacking items vertically. Take a look at this. Brillo, 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 Brillo. When you run a product from the top down to the bottom, it stops the customer and sales go up. Next comes signs. Now, signs are a great way to get you to stop, especially when they advertise a sale, but watch out, because once you have paused to look at the item, supermarkets will try to tempt you with a related but a more profitable product. For example, here you have a 99-cent sale on potato chips. That's nice, but right alongside the potato chips, they put some cola. The cola is not on sale. This happens all over the store. Beside a bread sale, they'll put a display of high-priced peanut butter, or next to an egg sale, some high-priced sliced bacon. Some of the worst buys are placed right next to some of the best bargains. If you buy both, you lose. Finally, big displays at the end of the aisles can have a dramatic effect on shoppers. Now, one reason they work is everybody gets to see them. But what makes them really successful is that many shoppers assume that a stack this big has got to be a sale. Well, unless marked, these displays are not sales, but the assumption that they are is so strong that store owners can actually raise the prices of these items in these stacks. The display will still sell more for a week. People think if it's this big, it's got to be a sale. But now, you know better. Thank you. It all adds up to just one thing. Don't let yourself be outmaneuvered by the supermarket. So remember, first, check prices on end-of-aisle displays and don't just assume it's a sale. Second, buy what's on sale, but be careful about those tempting extras. And third, don't get lured in by eye-level displays. Look for bargains over your head and down at your knees. And of course, make a list. Use it as a map that can help you avoid supermarket pitfalls. And remember, supermarkets are smart, but now you're smarter.